We're very concerned, just to give an example, about the situation in Russia. There's been a new law, series of new laws passed in the context in which the media space is increasingly restricted, and the government is inserting itself into that space in a very aggressive way. Russia has had some independent media, but that space is shrinking. And a new law essentially requires blogs or any sort of online content that has more than 3,000 views to register with the government, to give their names to the government. I mean, they don't even have to surveil. You have to actually just hand it over to them. And then the same kinds of regulations that apply to the traditional media would then apply to you, including laws against extremism. So Russia is really moving Putin in a very aggressive way against independent online speech, and bringing it under state control and creating a national environment in which essentially propaganda is the dominant voice.
In Russia, it does seem particularly cruel at the moment. I mean, if you're in China or Iran, you know you can't really practice independent journalists. In Russia, there's been enough space for it that the constricting of this space is particularly upsetting. And a big sign to me was a little less than a year ago when Masha Gessen, who was one of the bravest journalists operating there and had defied all sorts of threats, finally said, I have children, it's just too dangerous. I can face threats to risks for myself, but I'm not going to take this chance for my children. And she left and came back to America. And to me, that was a sign. If it's too dangerous for her, it's too dangerous to do journalism.